氷雪人当選烈光氷画層終わりだ。はあ逃しはしない。氷人滅火。
That's right, Lonardo IceCaprio is here. Glacial King continues Grand Brave, haste effects when equipped with only one weapon, skill and special damage 50%, damage cap 70,000. When skill attacking enemies with ice resistance, negative 30 or less, chance to give freeze. That can be pretty cool. And then the other trait, Offering of Power. Offering of Power is kind of interesting, also has some conditions there. So when the skill Soul Steel Cuts HP effect activates, giving Offering of Power buff and store 1 SCT stock for 1 skill. The buff skill hit count increases by respectively skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3 there. Damage taken minus 30%, boost unit strength, defense, intelligence, and mind. When Offering of Power buff is given, boost each of unit stats on amount of equal to 50% of living allies total for that stat beforehand. So in short, what this means is that when the Offering of Power buff is given, that the unit stats amount equal to 15% of living allies total for that stat before battle starts. So all the stats that you have on your characters before the battle starts, those who are still living when the power buff is given will be, 15% of all that. So with that said, the greatest use and boon of this skill is going to happen in PvE arena, and if he's on a team in like G versus G with at least 4 people, you'll get the most out of it. Alright, let's go over the skills here. Cold-Hearted, High Anima. This is probably one of the best things in his kit, is that all enemies ice damage taken is plus 30%, damage cap taken 5,000, SCT recovery speed minus 10%. And it says SCT recovery speed cut effective only in arena and guild battle. So he was designed with that in mind. Obviously it doesn't stack with other enemies. Soul Steel, battle start and after a set time, don't know how much time that is, cut all living allies HP and restore unit HP. Continuous Ice Wall 2 effect to unit only. Continuous High Protection effect with Solidification. Harvest Time, when physical attacking, chance to insta-kill. Excludes bosses, arena, guild battle, obviously. Battle start, when there is a dragon type enemy, recover 2 SCT stock for 1 skill. That's kind of cool, but that'll be niche, obviously. It's only if there is a dragon type enemy. Biofreeze, battle start, give all enemies an ice resistance minus 20 debuff, that's good. When equipped with only 1 weapon and hitting an attribute weakness with ice damage cap 20,000. So he's got some caps in there, but he's not going to be like, just an insane DPS unit. To me, more of like a sub DPS with like the debuff support kind of skills for ice unit teams. When hitting an attribute weakness with ice damage cap 5,000. When equipped with only 1 weapon, damage cap is 10,000 instead. So ice weapon breakthrough 4 there. Alright, looking at the other stuff he comes with, HP up max, attack up max, defense up max, fighting spirit max, that's cool. Armor HP plus 3, good, pride 2, ardor, critical up 2, no critical up 3. We got proud force, plus speed, sword boost, sword high boost, two-handed sword boost 2, two-handed sword boost 4. Doesn't look like any favored sword, so you can stick that on him, but that's a lot of SC cost already there. So we got no auto critical, that's more SC cost. Close high boost, ice mega drive, ice attack raise 4, ice critical raise, ice enhance, physical weak point boost, extra weakness attack, Diablos, Divinity Buster is good, got Goddess Kiss, and Awaken 2. Alright, let's check out those 6-star enhancement skills. So, ice weak point breakthrough, hitting attribute weakness, ice damage cap 5,000, he only has 1 weapon, damage cap is going to be 10,000. Physical weak point boost, damage plus 30% for the attribute weakness there. Single wield physical BT plus 15,000, so only 1 weapon. Damage cap 15,000, that's good. Sword mastery is another 10,000. Damage taken minus 10%. STT recovery speed boost is going to be plus 10%. So I don't think he's a terrible unit. Obviously, for a lot of veteran players, unless they see certain potential, it's going to be an easy skip for them. Newer players, this would be a good unit for you. This will work for, doing some arena, doing some G versus G, if you're doing that stuff. Definitely something in PvE content. I really think he's going to be good in the long run, maybe, for obviously some ice teams. When Celios gets his insight, that might be what it's all about. It's hard to say. So for now, without any real testing, it's basically okay unit for PvE. It's going to probably be a pretty decent unit for Arena if you're running a certain kind of ice team and whatnot. And as far as G versus G goes, well, I'm not 100% sure about that. So I think this banner is definitely worth a few multis, 1 or 2, if there's any tickets or anything like that, but nothing I would chase for sure. The artwork on this UR is fantastic, absolutely beautiful. I know DK is a big fan, and I like Melee too, and LeBreath, obviously, but Melee just looks amazing on this Ark, so he's probably going hog wild with just looking at her on the Ark. As far as the Ark goes, pretty decent trait in my mind, especially if you don't have anything like this. Light and dark skill, magic attack damage plus 35%. Battle start, boost light and dark damage cap based on number of god type allies, max 4,000. Damage taken from non-god type to minus 20%. Battle start, chance to give all enemies the total of faith buff, so that's mine minus 20%. And every 6 seconds, it's going to cut MP. MP cut effect only effective in arena and guild battles. The biggest standout skill as far as learnable skills on this Ark is going to be Dog Eat Dog 2. Skill damage plus 20% against non-boss enemies. That's just fantastic. I kind of like Goddess Blessing. Damage taken, damage to human types plus 10%. Damage taken obviously minus 5%. Affinity High Boost and Affinity High Drag. So got some okay skills, but obviously Dog Eat Dog 2 is pretty much the winner on the Ark. As far as the Ark Ether reward goes, I don't know. I guess it's alright. I don't think much about it. I mean, it has all attribute magic attack damage cap plus 2,000. So I guess if you're a new player, and you're still playing the game, and you were here for the Overlord collab and got Irons, and you don't have much equipment, and you happen to get this Ark by chance, you could get this and stick it on Irons, and yeah, I guess that's about all you can do. So, Lonardo IceCaprio, worth a few multis, but wouldn't chase. That's going to do it for me. I'm Epic Tetsu, and yeah, you guys remember, be well, be epic, take care. I cannot wait for tomorrow. The biggest thing I am looking forward to is more news story content. We'll see you soon.